TRS Clips, the place you arrive at if you just want the best bits of India's smartest podcast, The Ranveer Show. Subscribe, hit that bell icon. Also, I would still nudge you and myself to try listing out certain kind of rules. Like one of them was the fact that you said have detailed conversations. Yeah. People don't have detailed conversations because there is this narrative all over society which says that stay in the moment, don't think about the future. But a life decision like your job or a life decision like your marriage, you have to have futuristic conversations. You have to chalk out your life 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Think about all the possible problems that can be there. Absolutely. Ideally on paper for guys, because guys aren't able to think about emotional things in space. So write everything down, discuss it with your partner. And of course, while I'm talking to guys here, this applies to women as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All these rules.
It's very important. Yeah.
But what else? What else would you add to that table in terms of red flags? For me, I feel that when your friends tell you someone's not right for you, that's a very, very sharp and clear-cut indicator. I've seen this with my friends in bad relationships. I've seen it with myself when I had bad relationships. A lot of my friends would tell me, don't be with this person, not right for you. Good person, but just not right for you. And eventually it broke. So your friends have a good gauge of who is right for you and who is not. Family, same. So listen to them. Secondly, I'd like to give you some masculine perspective on love. Okay. The truth is, I feel women in love are nicer creatures in terms of they look for meaning, they look for support, and they're very sure of what they want. They want more ethereal things from their partner. A lot of guys are often after the looks. Like if the girl is pretty, that's more than half the battle won.
Yeah.
And every guy has a subjective definition of what looks good. But if that particular girl crosses a certain threshold of their version or their definition of good looks, usually they're lattu. Now, if the girl wants to build on top of that, the girl basically, I'll tell you one more thing I've noticed is about Indian guys, not so much guys abroad, but a lot of Indian guys want that little TLC from their ladies. I mean, I'm sure even ladies want the same.
Of course,
you
they
want
do.
someone to take care of you.
Yeah, of course.
TLC is tender loving care, like very...
Yeah.
Like you kind of, a lot of Indian guys I have noticed, at least in my own friend circles, they kind of want a bit of a mom in a relationship, which says a lot about our society, which I don't think is right. I think you should not look for a parent in a relationship.
Of course.
You should look for a relationship in a relationship.
Yeah.
But in most cases, this is what I've seen, that if the girl looks good to a certain degree, and if she's very sweet to the guy and takes care of him initially in the relationship, most guys like fall flat. And then they don't listen to family members, they don't listen to their friends. And often I have noticed that those relationships break. But please correct me if I'm wrong or anything like that. Have you noticed any other patterns?
There are a lot of patterns, Ranveer. But again, since I come a lot from the legal space as well, along with the emotional space, I think each case has its own, specifics. Yeah, unique specifics. We can tie up a lot of researches and lot of analysis into one thing, but again repeating, there's no formula as such. But you brought out a very important point. Your friends, your family, they know you in and out. You may be in a zone where you are completely in love, obsessed and everything, can't see through shades and everything. Even if there are visible, red flags, you wouldn't see that. But yes, you should listen to people who know you the best. That's very important. More than that, what I am seeing a lot happening nowadays, Ranveer, is these, like love, care, all of those things are fine. Marriage, a long-term marriage. Now, I'm not married, so people would probably question me, how is she giving gyan on marriage? But then I've seen endless marriages falling apart. So I
think you're an authority on the subject. So
I wouldn't call myself an authority, but then yes, I have endless experience of especially why it didn't work. So that gives you a lot of
context.
Perspective into what could have worked or what could make things work. The most important thing for you when you choose a partner is if you're absolutely comfortable in each other's skin on a daily basis. It's not about the job that they have, the kind of career that they have, and all of those jazzes, but just you being with that person on a daily basis. What I mean by that is your habits, what you do, what your lifestyle, your friend circle. Friend circle is so important. Like, I see so many marriages breaking down right now because the guy has a certain friend circle, the girl completely abhors that. She wants to, control him, not to be with those kind of friends. Or vice versa. The guy also just hating the friend circle that the girl has. Family values, family lifestyle. What are the basic things that you believe in? What is your basic living style? I think all of these are very important. Now, it's very easy to talk about these things, but the practical challenges are most of marriages in India are still arranged marriages. So this is not just for men and women out there. This is also for parents. It is very important in today's time to let your kids have a conversation, get to know each other for quite some time before they actually decide to get married. Because before marriage, you can still sort a lot of things. But after marriage, once, of course, it has happened, then the separation then brings a lot of miseries.